Hello and welcome to Circuit Crush TV, and I am back with my series of videos about the Keyestudio Keybot Coding Education Robot Kit. And as we can see, I started to assemble it here. I'm not finished, but I wanted to check in with you guys real quick and talk about some of the caveats and my thoughts on the bot so far. So far I got about 20 minutes into this, and I'm probably about halfway through from the looks of the parts that are left over. So I'm thinking, I'm not sure, but maybe it's going to be a 40-minute job. But the last time we talked, I unboxed it, and it came with this neat little screwdriver. It also came with this little Allen wrench here that was in the bag with the hardware. And what it didn't come with is another tool that you might find handy, a pair of needle nose pliers, and most likely that's just because of the cost. But if you have a pair of needle nose pliers, that's definitely going to come in handy. And taking a look at the bot real quick, we have these posts attached. That was actually the first step. We have our ultrasonic sensor mounted to the front of the robot with screws and nuts. The wheels just kind of snapped right on to the motors, which again are mounted with screws and nuts. And we notice too with the motors, we see that one of the leads is longer than the other lead. And at first I didn't realize it, but it's important that you have the right motor in the right spot. And looking at the picture in the book, sometimes I had to take a close look at it to see what orientation or what part goes where. That was one of the somewhat challenging things. And then here we have, this is actually for line following. This is a couple of LEDs. And then this, I had mentioned last time, I wasn't sure what it was. It's just a caster slash ball for the thing to roll around on. And again, we have some hex cap screws and some nuts. And it just kind of, stabilizes the bot. And these nuts over here, we can see some of them. They're pretty small. And in fact, I'm pretty sure I dropped one on the floor when I was doing this assembly, and I can't find it. So hopefully I have enough of them to finish. It wouldn't be a bad idea if they included a couple spares of small parts like this. I mean, the cost would be almost nothing to include an extra one or two of these. Now, assembling this kit does require a certain level of manual dexterity. And the good news is children have small hands, a lot smaller than my hands. A 10-year-old's hands would be smaller. However, they tend to lack the motor skills. And part of this was hard. Mounting the motors wasn't too bad because we could see we have access right here. The screws are behind the wheels. Obviously, the motor's going on before the wheels. But mounting this part and then this part was hard. And I don't know if you guys could see, but this ultrasonic sensor, there's two screws in the front, and then the nuts are way back here. And even before this stuff was on, it was hard for me to get my fingers in there to hold the nut in place while I was turning the screw with the other hand. And the same thing goes here. We have actually two parts held on. The line following board, and then this mechanical caster ball held on by two hex cap screws, and again on the other side, that you probably can't see, there's two nuts. And I had to fumble around a bit to hold the two parts in place and then get the nut on and get the screw on. So, it does require some level of mechanical skill to assemble this thing. And I'm going to go ahead and finish it up. Really not a whole lot more to say about it, other than, like I said, you're going to want probably needle nose pliers. This is so you can help hold the nuts in place, and then of course tighten them nice and tight. If you grab the nut with the screw once you get it on finger tight, and then screw it so it doesn't come apart. And I'm going to go ahead and finish the assembly. And once I'm done with it, I will get back to you guys with a total amount of time and any other comments, suggestions. Meanwhile, go ahead, subscribe to my channel, and visit our website, circuitcrush.com. And I will see you guys later. If you're interested in Arduino and microcontrollers, you'll love how to get started with Arduino in one day or less. Get instant access now by clicking the link below in the description.